Hi, this is an AdWords account review for Cars R Us. Now, the first thing that we always start with our AdWords reviews is we look at the website, and the reason being is because if the website is not going to convert, then there's no point sending paid traffic to it, or any traffic for that matter. So overall, the website is good. You have a good range of products in there. Massive range actually. As you probably know, where the site kind of falls down the most, it's being mobile responsive. You are on Magento though, so it's actually not that hard to upgrade the site to be mobile friendly. Right now, this is probably your biggest opportunity to increase sales is through mobile, and I'll show you that in a moment in your AdWords account. But for now, just know that that's probably your biggest opportunity right now is with that. Your parts finder is great. Your search, I would make that more prominent. So I didn't even see that there the first time that I saw it, but you probably want to put some sort of color band around that and make the button maybe big, bright and green, because most people will probably find your products through search much faster than they will through here. So that is good. This is a good functionality. This is better. If your search is accurate, they will find your products much better. There's some enhancements for Magento as well, where you can have predictive search. So when you type that in, see how you've got that here, and you can have pictures of the particular products that pop up as well. So then they get an idea of what it is that they're looking for. So a couple small improvements for the website there. Overall, site is pretty good, but there's a lot of money being left on the table just with that. Not being mobile responsive and working well. Now, looking at your campaigns, they look like they're mostly set up well. You've got a good baseline there to improve upon. However, there is quite a fair bit of improvement to be had there. Now, I know you don't have massive margins in this industry, and so the thing that I wanted to highlight first is the conversion value. So here, this column, what it means is how many times return on investment you're getting for spending. So this top one here, it says you've spent 177 odd thousand, you've only got 650 odd thousand back, which equals 3.6, 3.7 times return on investment. That's probably not very profitable for you right now. However, there is a fair bit of room for improvement, so if we jump in and we'll have a look. By the way, your shopping campaigns are crushing it. They're doing very well. And this is the type of ROI that I expect to see from these. So with your shopping campaigns, I would look to expand on those as much as possible, because you're getting 25 odd times return on investment with them there. Your remarketing should be producing a much better ROI, but it's not currently, and I'll go into that in a moment. So if we just look into your search campaign here, the thing that's actually propping up this campaign the most, here's your ROI again, is your generic terms, bidding for your own name, which is good. If other people are showing for your name, you want to be showing for them. These ad groups need to be out in their own campaign, because right now they're affecting the visibility of what's actually going on here. So this campaign, as I mentioned, looks like it's about 3.7 times ROI. In reality, it's probably about 2.5 times ROI, because you have these ad groups lumped in there with them. So you need to move those out and into their own campaign so that you've got proper visibility of your numbers, and you can see what's actually making you money and what's losing you money. So let's just have a look at this one here, for example, Toyota tail lights. It's good that you've got one keyword in here. It's nice and targeted. Your position seems good. Your conversions, seem to be all right. The thing that I want to highlight here, where you've got big room for improvement, is I noticed you had a couple negative keywords in there, but These should be probably phrase match, not exact match. The other thing is, these are the keywords that your ads are actually showing for, and this is what you're spending money on. Now, I haven't looked at the Toyota ones, but I did look at some others, and I found that they were not showing at all. So let's just do a quick search here. Okay, so you've got those, that's fine. I can find some examples for you. There's like Mercedes SLR radiator, Mercedes C-Series radiator, that you were paying money for your ads to run, but I didn't find the actual product there. So if I go back, you'll probably see them. So Holden 202, I found you're spending money on keywords for Holden 202 radiator, and then I couldn't find any radiators in stock here. Triumph Spitfire radiator was another one, and there was no there's no products there for Triumph Spitfire. Hyundai Getz, that was for a radiator, and I think you had it. Yes. Mercedes radiator. So once again, this is for obviously these models here for the Sprinter, but this was for the search terms that I found in your AdWords account that you're paying money for were actually for like a C-Class Mercedes and that sort of stuff. So this is where you're bleeding money right now, that it needs to be blocked. Aside from that, that's fairly good. Looking at your ads, so you are running a number of different ads here. Alright, so what I would do is go up and have a look in columns here. And looking overall time, there's a few funny things here, like you've spent the most money on this ad, but then you're looking here and it hasn't provided the best ROI. There's 1, 2, 3 ads that have got much better return on investment for you, but those, one of them's not running, and this one's still running. I would kill that ad, and I would focus in on the ones that are making you the most money. The fact that you don't have mobile running before, as I mentioned, is it's a big loss. So let's look in here. This is for this same particular campaign, right? You're not running for mobile, yet if we look over the last recent period, because I know this has been going for a while, let's look over just the last couple months. Because more and more people are going onto mobile, as you're probably aware. So if we look, people on computers, the cost for a converted click, which means a sale, is $11.65, and it's pretty much the same price, a little bit cheaper for tablets with browsers. If you can make mobile traffic work for you, you can probably double your sales again. I mentioned fixes up to your site, but in general, the site's good, your products are good, your prices are good. You can probably spend just as much on mobile and get just as good of ROI, but you need to test that. You can split out your campaigns for mobile if you want, so that they're separate. But that's where you're losing your biggest opportunity right now. Let's have a look in your audiences. So I'm guessing this is the people who have purchased. which is good that you've got that audience there if that's what that means. But yeah, we should definitely have the people that purchase as an audience there. Then we can remarket to them. You need to have a separate list for remarketing to those people. You can also create similar audiences. And yeah, the other thing that you want to have, or two other things. One is you need to have a dynamic retargeting campaign. So if we have a look in here, that's pretty lazy, really, with that. Just one ad in here for that whole campaign. That needs to be split out depending on where people came from, where they went to. You should also be running your banner advertising. Your cost per click is way too high for this campaign. Like you look at the others, you're paying like, let's have a look, 20 cents or something. You're paying 13 cents here, and then you're paying 74 cents per click here to bring people back to the site. So your remarketing campaigns need a lot of work. You can also run dynamic retargeting, which can be very profitable for you. So like your shopping ads, where it shows up with the picture and the price, what you can do is if someone has gone to your site and they've visited this radiator, for example, they will then see a picture of this radiator with the price following them around and bringing them back to the site. They can be very profitable for you also. So I could probably keep on going and going, but you're probably getting sick of my voice. So I'll just wrap it up here. Overall, you do have a good opportunity for making this profitable for you. The account does need a bit of work. Credit to the person who has been doing your AdWords so far, because they have built a good foundation for you. It just, to get to the next level and to make this really profitable, it does need attention in some of the areas that I've mentioned. So just keep that in mind as you go forward. But I mean, you could easily, probably 10 times the amount you spend on AdWords and increase your profit by a significant amount. So yeah, I hope that's been useful. If you've got any questions, then let us know.